Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to be here together in this continuation of the Light Body Summit series. Today, I'm with a beautiful soul, Kim Sande, who is truly on a mission for love. And she's talking about embracing the resilient power of love, activating your love body for deeper remembrance and awakening to your divine essence. Kim, thank you so much for being here.
I am very excited and thank you for welcoming me again in this sacred space. So thank you.
I love the work that you do on the planet because, again, you are all about love. This is something that your heart truly recognizes because you've witnessed it. You are a living example, a living temple of the resilient power of love. So share with us more. We're going to be talking about a course, the Flower of Love Body Activation. That is a course that's coming up that you're going to go full on into this. But give us a short synopsis of why this is so important for us.
It's really like what I teach, what I share is really from my embodied experience. So as I deepen into love, because that is like we are humanity, me, myself, everyone around us. We're just at the beginning of discovering the power and the potency of love. And as we deepen within this infinite energy of creation, it just awakens new things and it shares new things. And that is what as I keep spiraling into love, I also discover new things, awaken, remember new things. And that is what I'm here to share. Like when you can truly embrace this power of love and when you can ignite this true flame of love within your being, it will just support you. It will just illuminate your path in beautiful ways because we are here in this time and space to remember. It's not per se about knowing more, doing more. It is about deeply remember who we are in the core of our being, because that is our true purpose, our true contribution, who we came here to be. And that is what I notice within myself and the beautiful souls I get to co-create with is like, as we deepen into love, we get to get home within ourselves, but also within the truth of who we are. And that's really like sometimes the vision of love. It's only the beautiful and the bliss, and it's only the soft love, but love is also truth. It's really about, with all that is happening in the world and with all the different opinions and perspectives and ways of life, we have so much choice. But in all those tapestries of choices, like who are you and what is resonating with the essence of your soul? Where are you being guided to go through? What is your soul yearning for to really create this deeply soul-fulfilling life? And that is coming back to the truth of who you are. And that is what I notice love is truly supporting you with. These higher vibrational love codes, they support you to remember by letting go of the illusions, letting go of the separation, letting go of the vision that we are separate from the divine, from each other, it's really coming home to the wholeness of who we are. And when we can embrace the wholeness of ourselves, we get to discover that maybe within the shadow, or maybe within a wounded part, there is so much magic, there is so much wisdom, but we have been pushing it away. We have been neglecting parts of ourselves because they were too painful, or we have not been taught how to deal with the emotions that may come up in the resistance, in the letting go of these layers. But when we truly can allow love to support us and nurture us in beautiful ways, it is profound what we can see there. But really this time, just in the evolution of consciousness, of humans, of the earth, we are being invited to just embrace every part, because that is the true elevation. So we were able to create a certain elevation with force and with still neglecting parts of ourselves, but now we are being invited to just skyrocket in beautiful ways, and that is by just embracing our wholeness and seeing every part of us. So there are so many things, but love really supports us to center within ourselves and to just say yes to life and its experiences and everything that comes with that. So
Thank you. I love that. It's so beautiful. It seems so common sense like, right? And it seems like with what's going on in the world, we've talked about this before, that it is a pressure cooker for diamonds to bring the diamond body of love.
it is.
You're being pressurized into love. But on a physical level, let's talk about this, because it's really, would you say that those who resist the love, or if we still have our shadow or wounded parts, that's literally inside our bodies on a cellular level?
It is, yes.
So how do you deal then, you know, because some would say, oh, it's a cop out just to be in love. But if someone is really dealing with some feelings that is bringing up resistance, keeping them from accessing those codes of love, what is to be done there? How do we clear out those programs so that we can allow love?
Yeah. And I love in your question, because there are already so many gems within your question, because it is about if your body, I've experienced it myself in so many ways. Like I had a chronic illness a couple of years back, but that when you can embrace the messages of your body, of your soul, of your emotions with love, without the judgment, without the putting yourself down, without the fear, the doubt, the worries, everything that comes with it. But when you can truly see the message of your body, the message of your emotions in that moment with love, unconditional love, without judgment, you can see that it is sharing a message with you. You can see that it's sharing wisdom with you. For me, in that moment where my illness was really like I couldn't do anything anymore, but it was a call of my soul, asking me to remember, asking me to come back to the essence of me. And before, when I felt good still, I was just doing everything, and I was just neglecting my soul, and I was neglecting the parts of my heart. And it's really, so when you are in this space of illness, when you are in this space, also try to listen to the messages of your body. What is it trying to share with you? And then witness yourself from the place of non-judgment, because that is what love supports you with. It's coming back again to the truth. Like, okay, your body is putting up some resistance, but is it the resistance of the mind because your mind wants you to do certain things and wants you to move forward and wants you to be quicker and more successful and forcing and everything? Or is it really like, what is your heart trying? So come out of your mind and come back into your heart. And what is it message? What is your soul trying to share? And that's the same with, it doesn't mean when you elevate into these higher vibrational states of love, life will always be easy, but you have this connection within yourself. You have the support, you have the nourishment, you have the confidence and the knowingness that all these experiences are just ways of your soul to grow and expand. It's like almost, again, I'm coming back to the explanations of our field. Like we have our subconscious levels and our conscious levels. Our conscious levels is the one above the ground. It is a short explanation of what we understand with our mind. And then we have the bigger subconscious level. But our whole life is mirroring us situations where we get a chance to harmonize parts within our subconscious layers. But if a chance comes on our path in the form of a challenge or a trigger or an activation, we can judge the trigger, we can judge the activation, or we can look through the lens of love and see the truth of what is happening there. Maybe a wounded part of you wants to be seen. Maybe a shadow part of you is ready to illuminate, to ignite this next part in your life. And it is, again, coming back to the choice point. So it's not per se love is only the blissful ways. It's coming back to the truth of you, the knowingness, like, okay, this situation is an opportunity for me to expand, to grow. Like I feel this yearning within my soul, within every cell of my body, that I'm ready for this next level. But somehow, a lot of us, we keep sabotaging ourselves because there are limited beliefs, because our body is holding us back. But if you come back and if you elevate into this state of love, what is the true message? What is it truly trying to share with you? And that is, again, are you willing to come back to the truth? Because sometimes it can also be painful. Sometimes it can also be challenging. But we are not in this time and space to stay in the same old cycles. We are not here to repeat our past. If you're watching this video, it means your soul is asking you to remember, it's asking you to step into your next level. And that is with love. When you can truly be with compassion with every part of you, that is where change and transformation happens. It's, again, if you look at your inner child, you can push your inner child away and say, okay, I don't have time for this. I'm not doing this, or it's too much. Or you can say, okay, I will hold space for you just for a moment, share and allow yourself to be seen. And in that, you stop resisting. And we can think like, okay, giving our inner child time to express, to be seen. Oh, it takes so much time and I don't have time for this because I need to do this and I need to do that. But what I notice and what I see with others, like the moment we can witness our inner child or our wounded parts or our shadow parts with love, and we stop resisting these parts of ourselves, they quickly transform. And suddenly a whole new path opens up for us, because when it is a part of us that has been putting our energy down. And now we suddenly create space again for movement, for growth, for expansion. And then it suddenly opens up whole new doorways, pathways, people, places, opportunities that come on our path. But it is by us choosing to come back to our inner wholeness and our inner power. So if you are in a situation where you are challenged or where your physical body is sharing something with you, come back to the essence of like, listen to your emotions. Don't be afraid. Allow yourself to just be with them for a moment and see what opens up. Because most of the time, when you take the time to be with yourself, suddenly your inspiration comes in again. Suddenly you hear your inner voice again, your heart asking you to leap, asking you, guiding you. It's like, it is coming back to the subtle energies of our being. But that is really like, if you look at what living in the 5D world is or beyond, it is going beyond the 3D physicality. It's going beyond what we can understand with our mind, what we can feel with our senses. It's coming back to the subtle energies that have always been there. But it's the stillness of us. It is choosing to be with every part of us that allows us to remember, to hear these messages of our soul that come in magical ways. And yeah, so it's really an invitation to be in the stillness with love and allow your heart, your soul, your body, your sensations to speak and to guide you from within in everything that is happening around you. Yeah.
In the toughest of challenges. And so, yeah, it really is tracking those emotions within us and doing deep inner work, where some would say, oh, just to go into love, that's a cop-out. But it's not a cop-out when allowing that love to flow is the work, the inner work. It's very healing of these issues, the triggers, the shadow, the wounds. So in your own experience, you said you had this illness. Can you share with us as an example what you learned as you sat with that? Because there's some that get diagnosis and they're very frightening for some. And so that's an even greater call to go in and listen. So that's where your story can help others. Can you share the process of what you did and what came up for you, what you realized?
Yes, for me, it was like I had, when I now look back, I had been having many signals throughout my life that where my soul was asking me to take a moment of stillness, to come back to love and to see who I am in the essence of my being. But somehow there were always things. So at one point, I think it was a couple of years back, my body was just so putting me in stillness that I couldn't do anything anymore. So in that moment of stillness, of darkness, it was just this spark of love, this spark of inspiration, this deep desire for health that was really moving me forward. And in that space, the Flower of Love Council came forward and reminding me of the lifetimes we co-created together with this field of love. But it wasn't always easy, but it reminded me, first of all, of the choice I had. Like in that moment, I had the choice to go down the illness of the energy of the chronic illness, or I had a choice to move forward. And I really wanted to move forward because I want to live. I have young children. I wanted to see them grow up and do everything again. And I had just this deep-rooted desire. But then the journey started. And that's why it was so powerful that love got ignited within me, this remembrance of love, because most of us, we have been working with the field of love consciousness for many lifetimes. It is also where Christ was working on, anchoring codes of love, anchoring codes of wisdom, because love is the energy of creation. So in that dark moment, for me, this spark of love came in, but it was the resilience of love that supported me to move forward, because then the inner journey began. It started with the remembering, with the ignition. But then I was being called to remember parts of myself, but also really to look at my wounded part. So a lot of energy work. I did a lot of energy healing. I changed my food, my diet. I changed my whole lifestyle because I really felt this strong desire to bring more. And now when I look back, I see this was my big initiation into the work, what I'm doing right now, where back then the doctor said, there's only a path down. And I just felt in my heart, this is not the truth. But I knew that there was work to do, because I had so many illusion layers where I thought I was not good enough. I was always pleasing others. And that is constantly giving parts of yourself away. So I was constantly going over my boundaries. I was constantly giving more energy than I had, and all of that. I was thinking I was not good enough, or who am I? All of those limiting patterns. And the only way, like, I am now more healthier and happier than ever before, but it was true doing the inner work, but really also the resilient power of love. Because as you face these shadow parts, sometimes they are challenging, and sometimes, like, you are being asked to just be with your emotions, to just for a moment cry and allow the tears to come. And then it's so powerful when you feel the embrace of love, this unconditional love, this love of the Divine Mother that's just around you, that's in you, in every cell, supporting you forward. Because as you go on this journey, not everyone around you will understand your path, will understand your choices, will understand, and it can be really very lonely as well. So it's really when you feel the divine in every cell of your body, knowing you have this support, following the guidance of your heart, because this journey is not one size fits all. So for me, I just followed my heart each step of the way, and I knew this connection, and I saw how it became stronger. And with each time I felt better, it was just this confirmation of what love can do. And that's also why I'm now doing what I'm doing. Like, I've seen it, I witnessed it myself, and I see it with others, whether it's a illness or whether it's like repeating cycles of the past where you feel like, okay, why am I not being able to break this? But it's you seeing yourself. It's not in the outside world where you get the solution. No, it's deep within you. And it's listening to what is your truth, because that is also what love supports you with. Like, for everyone, there is a unique journey. And there are so many choices, so many options, but it's you coming home to what is true for you and what is your heart, your body, whether you're healing or whether you're ready to step into your next level. What is your heart truly asking you to do? And then love also gives you the courage, because I needed to face certain patterns with friends that were not healthy. And I needed to, at that point, break certain relationships because they were constantly taking me in that loop. But then again, you need the love that, okay, if I'm closing one door, the trust, the knowingness that new doors that are more aligned will open up. And now also in my business, it's each time I'm being invited to stretch, to grow, to expand. And love really gives me the courage to do so. And it gives me the resilience to say yes to every experience, because I know my soul is growing. And we are here to fully say yes to life. It's again coming back to where before I was just living life I let life overcome me, instead of really being the co-creator of my reality, of really taking back this power of choice. And it's really love that allows me to recognize that, and now to create what I deeply desire, that is deeply soul fulfilling. But it is by the resilience of love, by the strength that is within me, and the remembering of the codes, of the tools, of the gifts, of and that is for everyone, because that is what I'm really about, truth and honesty. So what I'm doing, you can also do. It's about you remembering who you are in the essence of your being, the gifts and the talents you took with you. And that is in your cells. It is in every part of you. But are you really ready to witness the magic, but also seen from the human perspective, maybe the shadow parts or the bad and the good, because they're all beautiful. It's just our mind that labels them. But when you can see from your heart, you suddenly see, okay, maybe this experience from the mind was not so good, but I grow so much through it. It's the same with my illness. Like, it has been one of my biggest initiations that had led me to now create this mystery school lineage and to my books and everything. But that was the sparking moment. And in that moment, I had a choice. So also you tuning into this conversation, what are you being called? Each and every moment is a crossroad. And what are you choosing? Are you choosing love, or are you choosing fear? And that's like, for me, it's not a good or right way, but it's reminding ourselves the power we hold within ourselves, the power to stay expanded, to elevate our frequencies, because the solution energy is in these higher vibrational states, still in our physical body, because that's the second part. Like, we can be in these higher vibrational states in meditation, but we are really being invited to anchor them in our body and to remember in every cell of our being who we are in this beautiful body vessel. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I know we're going to do an activation. Your activations
Yes.
are so beautiful with sound and light language and just the vibration that carries the codes of love. I wanted to first ask a little bit about the belief systems then, because as we open to love in the choice of the moment, in this now moment, we have that choice. Did you ever find yourself wrestling with belief systems that were keeping you locked down? And then we can even expand this. You talked about, relationships, things will change
Mhm.
there. And it's like, here you are, a mom with small children. What a leg up they have in the world with a mom like
Yes.
you. Thank you for that. And, you know, how did this affect, like when you went through this clearing and this initiation and came deeper into love, you
Yeah.
had to surely let go of some belief systems along the way. And then everything that we build in our lives, like our
Mhm.
marriages, our relationships, how did that change for you?
Oh, so much changed, because I
Mm,
noticed that the last couple of years, like a lot of things that I created before were created on the foundation of illusions, were created on the foundations of lack, of self-sabotaging energies, of limiting beliefs. So
mm,
this journey really invited me, and still is inviting me, because what I notice each time we are being invited into our next level, whether it's creating a business, whether it's healing our bodies, whether it's channeling our books or whatever. Each growth and expansion is asking us to let go of a set limiting beliefs that have preventing us from instantly manifesting that at first. So for me, stepping into this space and for me healing my body, I needed to let go of so many limiting beliefs. And that is, again, coming back to the power of love. Because when a limiting belief, when it's ready to harmonize, when it's ready to release, most of the time it will create a trigger in your reality. So suddenly maybe a friend triggered me to a certain thing, and I knew within myself that when I get triggered, it's an activation, an invitation within me to look at a certain part of myself. But in that moment, I have a choice. I have a choice to go into fear, into doubt, into worry, into anger, or I have a choice to expand my consciousness, to come back to love and to witness what is happening there so that I can see the truth for me, to elevate, to harmonize, to set that relationship free or that energy free, or because otherwise it will be a repeating cycle. Yes, maybe with that friend, I can say, okay, fine, we have dealt with it and I'm no longer want to be your friend. But if I do not harmonize it within my own field, it will come back in different relationships. It's the same with my marriage. It's like, as I elevate, my husband is constantly being invited to elevate with me. And I'm very grateful that he is choosing to elevate himself. But what you notice is sometimes we can grow and expand so much that certain relationships keep reminding us of the old self, and that is creating friction, and that is creating resistance. And then it's witnessing with love, because it's not per se because the other one is doing something wrong. No, we have chosen to elevate. We have chosen to grow beyond our current limitations. And then it's just an invitation for the other to go. But again, it's allowing the power of love to have someone else, to have its own choice, to have its own growth opportunity, to honor their own journey. So it is, again, stepping out of the place of judgment and allowing just whatever wants to be. It's following the calling of our heart. And that's not always easy, but this journey, it is the most fulfilling. Like, it is the most rewarding in magical ways, but not per se in the old paradigm way of, okay, when you go to a movie or you go jump out of an airplane to get this kick out of something, but that's just an adrenaline kick. We are being invited that we can feel this soul fulfillment in every cell of our body, and we can truly feel like, okay, this is why I'm here, and this is like on this deep connection. And yeah, but it's not always like, for me, it has been interesting to see like these limiting patterns, how they sometimes keep spiraling up in a deeper way. But then again, it's knowing that I have a choice, and knowing that I am here to grow and expand, and that these opportunities or these activations, challenges, triggers, however they present themselves in my life, are opportunities for growth. And I can, like, that is also coming back to truth. Like, I can then in that moment choose to push it away and to say, I don't have time for this. I don't want to do this. This is too painful. But then it is just a reminder that the cycle will keep repeating. So in that moment, it presents itself. We have a choice. Do I choose growth, or do I choose to keep things the same? And it's again with fear, like with what is happening in the world. Like, do I choose to step into this space of fear, or do I choose to follow the guidance of my heart, always leading me in the most beautiful ways? Because we don't know where the world is leading. We can only lead with each and every moment with trust. And that's like in the journey of the last couple of years, what I notice is most of the time, because we are here to pioneer something new, what my soul is truly yearning for is not what my mind already knew. So yes, I knew I needed to follow the path of the new, but that also triggered fears because I didn't create it before, and the mind likes things to say the same. But that's not so fulfilling, because then we keep repeating the past. And so it's also, again, the power of love that allowed me to just lead without knowing the next steps, to lead with faith and with trust and with my divine connection and my guidance that is just within every cell of my body. Because if you really tune back to the essence of you, your body always knows. When you get an invitation, when you get a question, when you get challenged or triggered, what does your body share? Is it expanded? Is it excited? Or is it contracting? Do you feel the fear? And then you have the answer. And if you truly are able to lead from that, beautiful things open up. Magic opens up. It's like, yeah, it's interesting. It's so beautiful to witness the profoundness that happens when we are truly ready to lead from this way. But it's also, again, if you look back to ancient Egypt, the cycles of death and rebirth, like sometimes we need to let go of certain things to create space for the new. And that's also, as you elevate, as you grow, as you expand, sometimes we are being invited to let go of certain relationships, to let go of old patterns. But it's really the most rewarding thing to do, because it is in alignment with who we are in our essence.
Beautiful. It really feels fresh and lovely. And it's the reward at the end of the clearing. When we clear, then the essence of us leads us, following the heart, the guidance of the heart. Thank you.
But it's also, I want to ask one more, like it's also empowering, because it's not per se about clearing the shadows. No, it's us stepping into this space of inner empowerment, knowing that we can create the life we deeply desire. And that's really where before we put the authority outside of ourselves, or like, if this thing will happen, then I will be happy. Or if this thing falls into place, or I will get this raise, or I will get this or that, then I will be happy. No, you have the power within you to really create what you want. But are you willing to come back to love and to see everything of you? So it's not per se about really, like, because sometimes this shadow work can seem really like, okay, what is the core, what is the meaning of it? Or why would I go into this spiral? But it's the inner empowerment that you don't need the outside world to harmonize your limiting beliefs, to break the cycles of the old. No, you have the power and the wisdom and the magic within you to break free from those cycles with love, and then allowing you to move forward in magical ways. So it's truly, the empowerment piece felt a call to share also. So yes.
Oh yes, thank you. It just illustrates this point so clearly.
Yeah.
And again, the reward of doing this work.
Yes.
It's so magical and so powerful. So thank you for making this your mission on the planet.
Yes.
Tell us about the activation of the love body.
I am excited to go into this activation of a love body, and it's really about awakening in every cell of your body these codes of love that are here to just support you on your earthly journey. And it's really this big infusion, this spark of love that will be illuminated in you, that will guide you into your next step. So it's like almost, if you would see like this rocket fuel, this accelerator that will support you on your journey leap into your next level. And especially like with all that's happening in the world, to really come back to the essence of you, to awaken your remembrance, to awaken your magic within, like the gifts and the talents. Because before you came here to the Earth Star, you took a toolbox with you with powerful tools that were here to support your earthly journey. But a lot of us forgot. the moment we came here to Earth and we went through our lives and we started to copy the world around us, we forgot about our divine essence, about the power that is within us. And now these love codes are stepping forward to just ignite this deep remembering and to, be in these higher vibrational codes. And there will also be a recording. So there are multidimensional codes. You can keep deepening with them in co-creation with your higher self and team of light. That's always what I love. Like, it's a co-creation in the now moment. And it's just allowing your higher self to lead you in the most aligned way. So I'm excited.
Okay, beautiful. And that's coming up in an event. That event is here on this webpage. You can check it out. Let's have a little example. Would you like to take us on a little journey here?
I would love to. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
I'm all about experiences because there's one thing to know with your mind, but there's another thing, again, coming back to this body wisdom, to this knowing in every cell of your body. So that's why I also want to take you through an experience. So this will be a transmission encoded with light language and sacred geometry in co-creation with your higher self and team of light. So you can just follow the guidance of my voice and allow yourself to deepen into love. So for now, I want to invite you to close your eyes and placing both hands on your heart, taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, allowing yourself to center fully into this now moment. And it's just following the guidance of my voice, and then it already happens. And as you've placed your hands on this sacred portal of your heart, feel how your heart is pulsating, how your heart is vibrating. And within this sacred space, feel how a flame of love is being ignited within your heart. The flower of love council stepping forward to support you in this ignition of love within your heart. And there's nothing you have to do. It's just following the guidance of my voice. And it already happens in co-creation with your higher self and team of light and love around you. And as this love is being ignited within your heart, feel how love is radiating to every cell of your body, to every part of your being. And by you being present, how you just receive. There's nothing you have to do. Just allow yourself to receive, to receive, to receive, and feel how your body relaxes even more by the touches of these love codes. And just allow the light language to support you in beautiful, empowering ways, reminding you of the love that is in every cell of your body and every part of your being. Usare kumateru mare sumateru sa tumare simatare kare sumateru sa pesame kare sumateru mare same chu Tumare sumatare serukare sumachu. Tavare samekare sumare sumare simachu. Nasevare kameta tumache ruma. Tumache Duma. Feel how love is embracing you, how love is holding space for you to remember your magnificence, to remember your power, your potency, and to no longer be afraid of the light that is ready to ignite within you. Because most of the time you are more afraid of your power than of your fears. So allow love to illuminate your way. Allow this fire of love to ignite this flame of power within you, to illuminate your light, to illuminate your wisdom, your magic, the codes that are stored deep within your DNA, Ekumakare simate, kumakare kimate, kumakare kimate, kumakare simate. And you have been searching out there, but you are now being invited to go within, because all you are looking for is already within you. It is just inviting you to remember, to allow love to hold space, to connect to these deeper layers within you. Ekumakare simate, kumakare simate, kumakare kimate. Ekumakare kimate, kumakare kimate. To remember the codes within your cells, within your DNA, within the essence of your being that is still pure and whole. Whatever has happened in your life, whatever illusion layers that have been placed on top of it, your essence is still wholeness, is still oneness, is still connected. But it's time for you to remember, to come back to the core of your being. And as the portal of your heart expands, feel how your vibration rises, how you are being supported to expand your field. Because it's in this expanded state you can receive the wisdom of your soul, the wisdom of the universe, the wisdom of the heart of Mother Earth. Ekumakare kumate, kumakare simate, ekumakare kimate, kumakare kimate. And as the love within your heart is expanding, is illuminating even more, feel how your vibration rises. Just for a moment, be in this safe space of love, feeling how every cell of you, how every part of you is being nurtured at the depth of your being. And there's nothing you have to do. It's just you inwardly saying yes to receiving. Are you ready to receive the gift of love? Are you ready to receive the gift of your being, of your light, of your wisdom, of your magic? And feel these codes illuminating your path, because beyond these words, there is so much more being transmitted that is communicating with your soul, with your higher self, with the subtle energies of your being. Your wisdom, feel how that resonates, how that awakens codes within you, your codes of magic. The power, the light, there is so much more happening behind these words. And it's you feeling the vibration, feeling the resonance in every cell of your body with the power of love. Ekumakare kuse, kumakare kimate, kumakare simate, kumakare simate. And it might have felt like you are living this earthly journey in this clouded world. And love is here to illuminate the path. Feel for a moment as your light is ignited within you, as this spark of love is becoming bigger. Feel how almost the clouds around you are opening up. How love is here to illuminate your way out of fear, out of doubt, out of worry, out of contraction, into this expanded way where you feel free and confident to say yes to life, to say yes to joy, to say yes to abundance, to say yes to magic and deeply soul fulfillment. Feel how these codes resonate within you. Allowing love to illuminate your path. And as this sacred transmission almost comes to a place of completion, receive these calibration codes of love. Usare sumate dumare kare sumata. Tumare simatare kare sametare sa. Tumare simatare kumate dumare si. Tu sake dumate du su. Nase kumare si. It is time to build your life, to build your legacy, to build your future on the foundation of love, on the foundation of truth that is strong and resilient, that is able to say yes to the experiences of life, to the challenges of life, with trust, with confidence, with connection and knowingness, allowing your heart and your soul to lead the way. So feel how your body feels in this now moment, how your heart feels in this expanded state. inviting your higher self and your team of light to support you in the most beautiful ways to integrate these sacred codes of love. Inviting you to slowly come back into your body, into the room you are in, anchoring these higher vibrational love codes within you. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, breathing in love and grace, and breathing out everything you do not need anymore. And then slowly, in your own divine time, opening your eyes and coming fully back into your awareness in the current now. So welcome back.
What a beautiful sample of your work and your vibration and the light language and the singing. It's so exquisite. And we are feeling full of love, able to carry this vibration in every choice, in every moment. And it feels so good because of the compassion that it brings for ourselves, the non-judgment for the emotions, the triggers, the feelings that we have. Again, the more of the emotions that distract us. And this is really something that we'll get better at. This is a good ground, laying the groundwork for a very powerful tool that moving forward in the future, when the majority of the world gets this, then we're all diamonds and we are all brilliant. And that will ripple out to the rest of the planet. I know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it truly is when we can be in this space of love and compassion with ourselves and the world around us, the world just transforms in beautiful ways. And again, it's constantly having this choice, like, do I choose to interact, to react from fear or from love? And what I noticed within myself, like a couple of years back when I was sick, before, my foundation was built of illusion and of fear and of doubt and worries. And now I'm building this foundation out of love. And that is really truthful, but it's also resilient. So it doesn't mean that there will never come a challenge on my path, but I know I can handle it. And I know it will only grow and expand within me in beautiful ways so that I can get to inspire others as well. And that is really, this new paradigm is asking for leaders that are from this embodied state. It's like that know in every cell of their body, this is the path, it is the truth of who we are, and it's not only fairy tales. No, it's just being. It's like the lotus flower rising out of the dirt into the beautiful and magnificence that we are, radiating her light and her beauty. And that is who we are. We have come out of separation, out of not knowing, and stepping into the remembrance of our light, allowing this power to rise within us, to illuminate not only our world, but everyone around us. And that's your biggest gift, is you remembering who you are in this space of love and just radiating your light. And that, it goes beyond the human understanding how powerful that is. And we are really, also for me, I'm an ever-evolving student of life. I'm just at the beginning of understanding what love can do and what we as a collective can do when we choose love over fear, or love over control, or love over doubt and limitations. And so I would say choose love and know you have a choice. And again, if you feel yourself falling into an old pattern, do not judge it, become aware, and again, choose love, because it's constantly about embracing yourself with love and not judging, like the space of just holding every part of you. Yes, I can talk about this forever, but it's really, and it's all about experiencing. So I would say, come join this love body activation and allow yourself to be illuminated even more in magical ways. And thank you.
The love body activation, please join beautiful Kim Van de San for this activation. Again, all the information for that is right here on this webpage. And I wanted to just say one more thing about the experience. I think all of us watching and listening can look back at a moment where we did go through the pain or the trigger or the pity party, let's say the pity party. And recently, there's a surrender. In my own life, there was something, I want to share the magic that happened. there was something, you know, and this is outside of myself, but it's a big something with the environment in my neighborhood that just doesn't sit well with me. And it got to a point where I was frustrated, but I went in there and there was a surrender to it. There was a surrender to it. There was a love of all the people who were part of that organization, because they're humans too, without blaming anyone. And there was a surrender to that love. And then that very next day, the miracle happened of a connection with someone out of the blue. But this someone is working on forest restoration. And it's like, wow, that. And so I just love that new connection.
Yes.
And so that is, I'm still reveling in the miracle of that.
Yes.
And that's an example,
yes,
without giving too many details, of how this can happen.
It is.
Of
Yeah.
what happens.
When you surrender to the power of love, you open yourself up for magic and miracles, for things, moments to come on your path beyond the mind's control, or beyond the mind's, what the mind thinks it's possible. It's opening up, like we are really at the beginning of just this expansion of our souls, of our collective, in beautiful ways. And I love your example, because it just shows the power of when you're willing to surrender to love, and to beautiful things come on your path, and things will open in magical ways, because we stop the resistance. We allow our divine self that knows the bigger picture to support us, to guide us, to lead us, to give us signals and synchronicities. And yeah, so that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
And so another key thing that I'd like you to share about in our final moments is the trust factor.
Yes.
How do we trust?
Yes.
What do you do to trust this love in the moment as you're choosing love?
That's really a building mastery. What I notice is each time, like the last couple of months especially, there have been a couple of moments where I didn't listen to love, like not in the last couple of months, but things I did in the past that are now coming out, where I, like a couple of years back, made a decision based on my mind instead of my heart, based on fear instead of love. And now they're really coming into my face, into my journey, like as a reminder of the power of love. Because the moment I do listen to my intuition, and that's not always easy, because it's most of the time the journey that will ask me to grow. It's most of the time the journey where I do not know the next steps. It's leaping into this deeper knowing, this deeper trust. But then beautiful things open up. And it was so beautiful to witness that a couple of decisions I made in the past that were not from my heart, but really were from the mind, are turning out in not so beautiful ways. Or in the end, they are lessons, and I can be compassionate about that part in myself again. But each time, like, it is a building resilience. It's with everything new you do. If you want to run a marathon, it's training, and you're training a muscle. And that's the same with love. But each time you really are ready to come back to love and to leap from this space of your heart, you will get more confidence, and you will see the rewards of that, of coming out of resistance and stepping into flow, because the universe will bless you with beautiful people and opportunities and places on your path. But at first, it's again when I a couple of years back were in this place of the dark space of my illness, like I needed to trust that, not per se at that point the journey of the doctors was my journey, and everyone really needs to tune into their own inner knowing on that, and it can be a beautiful combination. But for me, there were certain steps that my heart was yearning me to take, and in that moment I had a choice to choose the mind or choose my heart, and I chose my heart, and through that beautiful things came up. But that's not again, it's allowing love to support us to have this faith, to say yes to the unknown, to say yes to what our heart, because our heart is always searching for growth, is searching for expansion, is searching for this experience that our soul is yearning for. And that's really, so it will become easier and easier. But sometimes it's just like with this, if you feel like your heart desires these love body codes, follow the guidance of your heart. And then see what happens and see how beautiful things open up. But sometimes in the initial moment, our body says yes, and then our mind, a couple of minutes later, our mind starts to interfere and starts the limitations and the doubts and the fears. And then it's you coming back to the self-mastery of, okay, no, this is what I want. My heart spoke. This is my next step, leaping. And that's really, it will become more easy each time you do that. But it's also, again, being compassionate with yourself in moments where you have not, and the universe is then showing you the result of taking a decision from the mind instead of the heart. And again, I think also in that, it's coming back to this place of wonder and coming back to this place of just this awe of everything, like not judging, but just seeing, okay, and laughing with yourself, like, okay, I made this decision then. And it's beautiful because that is also love, is again that compassionate, it's unconditional. So it doesn't judge what has happened. It just sees the experience for what it is and the growth that came with it, and all the different things. So I would say it becomes easier each step you take it, and you will get more confirmation. It's the same with manifestation. Like the first thing you manifest, it just gives you the confidence. Okay, it's working. What can I now? But it's asking to be in this place of playfulness, to be in this space of just flow instead of resistance. So constantly coming back to the heart. What is my heart asking me? What am I being guided to do? What is my next step? And then it will become just like running the marathon. You will run it at one point, but it's practice, it's dedication, it's focus. But that's with every new thing you do. And people can say it's not, but you will see like true transformation happens to you being dedicated to your growth, to your expansion, to the essence of your soul that is calling you, and that is taking it step by step, because with each step, the new step will reveal itself. And but it's just coming back to this new space, because also this new paradigm, it is about just being in the now moment and allowing the now moment to guide us, and having the resilient power of love as a foundation to just say yes to this now moment invitation, instead of saying, okay, this is my 5-year plan and this is what I'm doing. But then there's no room for your soul. There's no room for inspiration, for the example you shared about love, a beautiful new connection coming on your path, because you already have, no, it needs to look like this. No, you surrendered to love. And by that, you opened, you expanded, and something new could come on your path that was more aligned, instead of staying in the cycles of the old. So it is practice and repetition, but it will really, you will see the power of it, and you will see. But also if something happens, just be in the laughter and the playfulness of the experience instead of the judgment, and just see, okay, yes, I chose this from the old paradigm or my old pattern, and now I'm choosing something different. And in each and every moment we have that choice. And yeah, it's really taking life with this more playful way of experiencing. Yes.
And it's so beautiful, really. It really is. So thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for the activation that's coming up. And again, we want to invite all those watching and listening to join Kim for this event. This will assist you in listening to the heart, how you decipher those messages, how you recognize those messages, how you begin to view the decisions that you've made in the past that were everything but love, and just begin this journey. Or no matter where you are, it'll help you elevate even further. The love body activation. So beautiful. Kim, is there anything else you wanted to share about this activation?
Well, I think also because we're going into the holiday season where we have a lot of family connections and we have a lot of obligations and all of that. So what this activation will also really help you with is to stay centered within yourself, to be compassionate and loving towards yourself and towards others, but also because what love also does, it really allows you to, in a loving way, feel your boundaries. So with all the things that are coming, like stay true to you, because when you are true to you, you can also be the most contribution to the world around you, because then you can give from this cup that is overflowing instead of just giving yourself away and then creating all these limiting patterns. No, choose you, choose love, and see how then a conversation with your family or a beautiful thing just goes in beautiful ways instead of the old paradigm. So it's really also an invitation to take this holiday season that is coming with love and to witness yourself and the people around you from this loving, compassionate space, and see for yourself, again, experiencing from this embodied state the power of love through your own experiences, through your own activated love body, because when you have love activated within you, the world around you just reacts different to you. Suddenly people, places, experiences just transform in beautiful ways. So this is my invitation to join, but also to really be in this love space. Whatever is coming on your path, choose love and see how it just transforms, how the world around you just looks different and reacts different. But it's by you choosing love. So that's my invitation for what is coming. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Choosing love. Choose love. We know this. We've got this. We can do this. And this is a very affordable option for everyone. And as always, if you need it, there's a 2-payment plan, but we invite everyone to check it out and join us. What a gift for ourselves. A gift of love, an investment in love, and a very powerful tool that will help stabilize us in love and anchor love in the physical body. Yes. Thank you so much, Kim. I'm elated. I truly hope everyone watching is elated just as well, and begin to experiment with this. You've got a little nugget of a tool here, and you are on your path to begin experimenting, playing, and witnessing. So with that, I thank you, Kim, and I thank everyone for watching. Any final thoughts?
Choose love. I think that's beautiful. Start with the playful, compassionate love for yourself, and then see how it just illuminates your path and your world. So I want to thank you for this beautiful conversation and everyone tuning in. And your soul is calling you to leap into your next level with the power of love. So follow your calling, whatever it's calling you into. So yes, thank you.
Take that leap of love and activate your love body with Kim Van de Sande. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Kim.
Thank you. Namaste.
This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.